Hey, what is up guys, and welcome back to our Gothic warehouse. Today I'm just going to be doing a sort of show around video of the exterior and also quite a bit of the interior. So right here, I just decided to make this little sort of crane thing, and you can get the chains if you do have this texture pack. I think you may need Optifine, and then I'm not entirely sure if you have to be in 1.7 or whatever, but if you are, it does allow you to get these kind of cool textures if you do just cycle through with your little wooden axe. And then, so all these they still do look good in the default texture pack, so these are just oakwood planks, I'm pretty sure. Let's just check. Yeah, definitely just oakwood planks, and they're just kind of a different texture. And then this, I'm pretty sure these are all cobwebs, so it still would look like a rope in the default texture pack. And then if we come in here, this is probably one of my favorite interiors that I've done so far, just because it allowed me to do so much. Now, although you may be seeing a lot of blocks that you're not normally used to, if you are in the default texture pack, I will be showing you a few different variations you can try to make it look good in your sort of whatever you're playing in. So on the left, all this really is I think, what are these? They're the emerald, just the full blocks of emerald, not the ore, but if you craft them all together, they're just that full block. So, I mean, if you are in default or any other texture pack, it should just look like some sort of fancy ores or decoration right there. So it shouldn't really look too bad. And then all these things are cobwebs. So, I mean, if you don't have the option to this thing, all it's going to look like is a bit more rundown, and in my mind that's still kind of cool. And then I also went ahead and placed in these chests the brown carpet, which is really neat in this texture pack because it gives you sort of this bare skin look. And then I guess from here we'll go ahead and move over to the right. And so in this little area I just kind of made this some sort of like a show booth, I guess, so whoever owns this place might put some prized possessions on here, I guess in the chest probably. And then I don't know, there's just a little wine bottle I thought looked pretty cool. And then there's also sort of a chest right there, and then I did some little hanging. I think that's definitely fish. And then I'm pretty sure this is just some sort of like greenery, maybe some salad, or not really entirely sure about that one, but nevertheless I did think it looked pretty cool. Now these are pretty awesome. All they are oakwood planks, and these are one of the things I'm going to be able to show you how to do in the default texture pack and still have them look just as cool as that, if not even a little cooler. This is actually a technique I used to always do. So if we find whatever you're trying to put into the crate, and you can pretty much have access to anything you want. So if you wanted hay in there, or maybe some emerald ore, and you know what, the nether quartz ore I found to look really cool in those things. So if we take that and then grab ourselves a trap door, you can kind of make it look like there's walls around whatever this is. So it's almost as if this thing's inside a crate. And then you could, if you did want this little sort of trick where it's got a lid, you could always just prop it up against a wall, something like this, and then just smack the lid down right there and just kind of have that cool effect. But yeah, that's just a little suggestion. If you are in the default texture pack, I do think that may be pretty beneficial for you guys. So back to sort of just showing this around. This is over towards the back of the house, as you guys may be able to see, and we did have quite a bit of room, I must say, and I'm really happy it turned out sort of this big and open. So right here I just decided to place in, I think most of these are bookshelves, and then these are just oakwood planks. So once again, if you are in default or pretty much any other, it's still going to look pretty good. Just some bookshelves and scattered oakwood in there, and then of course that little chest on the top. Now if we move up, and this is where usually when I build my interiors I kind of start to struggle and lose ideas, but throughout this one I kind of kept my motivation high. So I mean, it turned out in my mind probably one of the best ones I've done. So hopefully it's a bit more enjoyable than the usual one I put up. So right here in the corner I just threw this down. These are just the standard crafting tables, but eventually you will kind of end up with a random one in this texture pack where it either has like some letters on there or a map. Sadly I didn't really manage to get the map in this one, but I mean, it still looks pretty cool. And then this, it kind of doubled up, so I just threw a plant on top of that. And then also throughout this build you're going to see a lot of candles. These are just the redstone torches, and I like these because it doesn't emit too much light, but it still keeps it kind of a little bit lit up and bright, but still has that gloomy effect. So back here in sort of the corner I decided to sort of place in a wall right here to kind of block this section off before it was all open, but I thought we needed a little more closed off section, so I threw this wall in and then put in a little spiral staircase in here, and this connects all the way up to the top right by this balcony, which I didn't really feel the need to sort of add anything in right here. I thought it was pretty good, nice and open how it was, so I left that pretty much how we ended it last video. And then if we come in here, I did put in these little fences just to kind of block the stairway off so no one falls to their death. And then just ignore this ladder for now. We'll explore the 3rd floor in the very end. Now on this little right corner, or I'm not sure what you'd call this. In fact, here, let me do something really quick. I think this may look a little better. We just throw in a spruce wood pillar right there. Maybe not. Because here, I thought I'd mention this. The good thing about when you're making chairs, if you do use these item frames as sort of the armrests, they're pretty good at fitting in wherever you want them to. So even if there was like a trap door right here, I'm pretty sure it would still be able to fit in. Let me just test that method out right now. Yeah, so it can still fit. I mean, even if you do place it like that, which, I mean, you could probably come up with some cool designs. Maybe that's like a little pillar or something. But yeah, that's just one thing. I thought it was pretty cool how that just sort of connects in, even if there's a block already there. And so this is really just sort of a reading desk, or maybe some deeds to maybe the items downstairs and stuff. And I guess that's why all the books are right there. And then pretty much every other room on this floor is just a little storage pantry. So this one just kind of holds some hay and instructions and pots and pans. So maybe that's just like ingredients and whatnot. And then if we move in here, this is just another hallway with about 3 other rooms. So if we go into here to the right, there's some fish. I'm sure those would probably be rotting by now. Might get a little stinky, but I just thought it looked quite good right there. And then this is sort of cool effect, as you may have seen on the front of the build, where I have this little hook and then put a crate on the bottom, which is, as I said before, just a standard oak wood plank, and then just sort of toss some chests in here along with the crafting tables and then a candle in the window. That's usually where I end up putting it, just so it looks kind of cool from the outside. And then I think, did I already show you this room? Probably not, but yeah, in here we also have some more oak wood planks, but in this texture pack, if you do kind of switch through the item or metadatas, you kind of end up with these nice cool little crates of food. I think these are potatoes, and then I'm not really sure what these are. What the hell could those be? Maybe like grapes or something, or plums? Honestly, not too sure about that. But I guess everything else in here is kind of stock. Just a chest, some more crafting tables, and a candle. Oh, and this is another cool one you can end up with. It's got a saw on top, and then I think that's either maybe some burlap kind of cut up, or some sawdust. I'm not really sure what that sort of tan stuff is underneath the saw. And then this is the last room, sort of just a greenery room with some other food and whatnot. So we got the crate, probably holding some more items. I really wish Minecraft would actually add this in, like some crates, just for like some extra bit of storage and stuff, so you can maybe go in there. I guess it could hold like a little more than a chest would, and I don't know, I just think that'd be really cool. Like in Skyrim, how they have the barrels of all the ingredients. I just think that would be awesome if maybe Minecraft had that with some crates and whatnot, or they could even add barrels in. But yeah, just a thought. So I guess in the back we just have some more crafting tables along with some more greenery, some fish, and then one more little pot in the corner. No one's really going to see that, but I mean, if someone does end up coming in here, it just kind of adds to the level of detail. So that should be it for this floor. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I already showed you that. So now we're going to go ahead and climb up to the very top, which is where it starts to get a little bit weird. So maybe this is sort of the black market section. We got some, I think that's a creeper head, a skull, and then the little brewing stand and everything with the cauldron. So yeah, this is where it gets quite a lot more creepy than the rest of the build. So we got this little book, so maybe there's like a sorcery guy up here working his magic, making some potions and stuff to sell off on the black market and whatnot. So he's got some more skulls. Maybe this could be, instead of wine, maybe like a bottle of poison or something. And then once again, we just have some more ingredients up top. So, oh, and also this little cauldron. And I'm pretty sure if you do put this thing above water, or sort of in like an ocean biome, I've tried it before on my boats, and it's ended up with a cool open crate that sort of looks like these things, but it's got an empty top. So I mean, if you can just like switch over the biomes, I'm pretty sure there's an easy way to do that on PC. But you could end up with some really cool effects with this thing. So I'm just gonna fly around here in case you haven't really seen this little port area just yet. But yeah, this is kind of what I'm going for the rest of this coast. Is just a lot of big giant docks that extend out, and then that should allow us for some more boat tutorials and whatnot. So yeah, that's gonna be it for today, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure and let me know what you want to see next time. Next Monday we will be working on the Nordic style again, so I still need some of your suggestions for that. But yeah, guys, thanks again for watching, and hopefully I will see you next time.